Master John George Phillips.
He looks half-starved.
I know. Yet as well looked after. They get the kids out early around here. That's when under their feet.
Everybody out! Your mates will be waiting for you. You know they can't start till you're there. Life and soul of the party.
Shut up, will you?
Well,
I'll smack you straight in the teeth, so help me.
Apparently she named the boy John after his father. And George after her own father.
Did she tell you this?
No, her sister did.
Curious choosing those names. It must have meant something to her once.
Yes, once, when the child was younger.
I mean, nobody asks me to do domestic training.
You're welcome to it.
Nobody gives me a cushy number. Some people get all the favours.
No favour.
Just because I haven't got a kid. I'll have one day, mate.
Who'll give you one?
Or someone.
Yeah, some poor bastard.
All right. You're laughing.
I'm not laughing.
But you got one.
Not me.
Of course you have. Oh, daft bitch.
I said not me. Not ever.
But you have. Oh, sorry, miss, I'm just going.
It's the same each morning, Phillips. Last one out.
Yes, miss.
Are you trying to set a record or something?
I'm just in no hurry.
Out.
Look, I'd rather be working.
Well, you're not.
Scrubbing floors, even. I'd be first out for that, bright and early, fresh as a bird.
Domestic training.
I don't want it.
Got it.
Because I was forced into it.
Coaxed.
I mean, them other silly cows might like playing around in their toy kitchen, but not me.
Out.
I knew how to boil an egg long before I came in.
I said out.
Yes, miss.
Phillips? Miss Clark and the governor have gone to visit John this morning.
John?
Your son.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be talking to your sister as well.
Why tell me?
I think you should know.
All right, then. I know.
And we've managed to persuade her to join a domestic training course.
Oh?
We think it'll help.
You mean hope it will?
We should have instruction in cookery, sewing, budgeting, home management. Now, what's wrong?
I can see her taking that lot in. Well, there's also group counselling. Group what? The women on the course sit together and discuss things.
What, with the staff?
And with each other.
So what sort of things do they discuss?
Their problems.
Oh, well, you won't get much discussion out of Mary.
Well, we're
Only a lot of insults and snide remarks.
We're used to that.
Yeah, I'll bet you are.
The governor has come here today with me because she's as concerned as I am about your sister's attitude towards her child.
What, because she don't want to know him?
No, it's getting worse than that. She's beginning to refuse to believe that he even exists.
He exists all right.
Yes, I saw him outside. He looks very thin.
Oh, he's small-boned.
No, he's thin.
Look, mate, I feed him. I don't have to, but I feed him.
I'm sure you do.
Well, let's say I stick food down in front of him. He don't always eat it.
Why?
No appetite.
Does he say why?
No.
He also seemed on his own outside. Miss Clark tells me that she's never seen him play with any of the other children.
Well, he's always been quiet. He likes to keep himself to himself.
Always?
Yeah. Always. All right, then. The kid's pining.
For his mother?
Yeah.
For someone who ill-treated him and neglected him? Someone who went off on a shoplifting spree and left him to fend for himself?
Well, she's still his mother.
Yes. The authorities are very grateful to you for what you've done, taking the boy in.
Someone had to.
Well, without your help, a full care order would have had to be made.
What, put him in a home?
Yes.
Well, it still might have to come to that.
So Miss Clark tells me.
Well, what do you expect? I've got 3 of my own. I've got a husband. They all need looking after. And if the kid can't cooperate,
Cooperate?
smile now and again. I get sick of him moping about the place. I look at him sometimes, I think, for Gord's sake, laugh, play, do something.
Have you tried?
Look, I've
anything?
tried everything.
Your sister has only served 4 weeks of her sentence. She has still a lot more time to serve.
Yeah, don't remind
We'd
me.
appreciate it if you'd continue to care for the child, at least until your sister's completed the training course.
Well, I'll see.
Thank you.
If my nerves can stand it.
Well, we just want a little time to find out a few things.
Like what?
Like why she hates the child so much. Do you know why?
No.
He's illegitimate, isn't he?
Well, yeah, but, I mean, that makes no difference. She loved that kid once.
What about the father?
One night stand. Mary told me once, she said, I can remember his name, but not his face. She'd forgotten what he even looked like.
Sometimes, during group counselling, we allow relatives of the prisoners to sit in on the discussions.
Well, Mary wouldn't have me there.
I know that. We've asked her and she said that.
Oh, thought so.
But if we can persuade her to change her mind...
You'd be lucky.
Well, if we can.
Well, I'll come.
Thank you.
Mary is a very plain girl.
Yeah, I know. She always has been.
And yet you're very good looking.
Luck of the draw, innit?
Yes.
I'll try to call round again towards the end of the week.
Oh, right.
I'll make it an evening visit. Perhaps I could have a talk to your husband as well.
Yeah, why not?
Cheerio then.
Cheerio.
Thank you.
Cheerio.
Hello, Johnny.
When birds are bought from the poulterer, they will be plucked, singed, drawn and trussed.
Nasty.
Remember, the liver and gizzard should be packaged with the birds. Also the neck, as this is useful for making stock. Yes, miss. Of course, game birds are different. The head is not always removed before cooking. But I shouldn't think any of us with our families would bother with game birds.
There's enough in here.
What?
Game birds. This place is full of them.
All right, Mary. Yeah, we don't want none of your chat. I said all right. In preparing poultry, the feet and legs up to the hock joint, or to about 1.5 inches beneath the joint, should be removed.
Well, here I am again, fans.
Cooking or sewing, Mary? Make your mind up.
Oh, you should hear the language in there. It's indecent plucking, drawing and trussing.
I've been looking at your work. These stitches will have to come out.
Why?
Because they're a mess. That's why.
It's time you listen to what people said.
It's time I did a lot of things.
Here, I'm using them.
You were.
All right, I'll have them back when you've finished.
Anything you say, love.
Now, that's nice. But make sure you get the darts even. Look, turn the stuff over and lay it flat, you see? That's right. Now, it's very important to measure accurately.
I spoke to Mary Phillips' sister this morning. Not the most endearing of characters. No doubt she looks after the boy well enough.
Except she doesn't want to keep him.
Not for the duration of the sentence.
No.
Pity.
Pity is that the mother's decided to disown him. She's the only proper one who could put things right.
And she's the most obstinate bitch I've ever come across.
In the whole of your experience?
I think so, yes.
Because there was never any suggestion that Mary Phillips physically harmed the boy.
Well, she doesn't really have to. What she's doing is damage enough.
Perhaps she should be on the hospital wing.
Dr. Mayes doesn't think so.
No, she's not depressed, or if she is, she doesn't show it.
Sometimes she even looks happy.
Now, I say let her stay on at the domestic course. At least that has got group counselling. Now, it mightn't be as extreme as psychotherapy, but it's still psychiatry.
Does Mary know that?
I don't think she cares. Anyway, I'm going to sit in that group a bit more often. I might learn things.
The girl's not popular either.
Well, that makes sense. Most of the women in here have got a patriotic devotion to motherhood.
Not because of what she's done, but the way she talks to people.
Yes.
Does she upset the other trainees?
In a way. She's an intelligent woman. She has a ready tongue. Quite a clever turn of phrase. Almost witty. You call that wit? Yes. Barrack room stuff, most of it, but
Made me laugh from time to time.
Is there any chance of tracing the father of the child?
No chance. No one knows who he was. Not even Mary.
Want a cup of tea?
No.
Glass of milk, then? Well, what do you want?
Nothing.
Oh, God.
Mrs. Chandler wants some lettuces, miss, for the salad.
All right.
Shall I get them, miss?
No, it's all right.
Yes, miss.
No, miss. 3 bags full, miss.
Mary, get some lettuces from the garden, will you?
I wouldn't know what one looked like, miss.
Come on.
If you bothered to run your own properly, you might know what one looked like. She said lettuces, darling, not coconuts. And is it true what I hear about you people and your kids? What? Out in the jungle, you eat 'em. Oh, one day, you bitch! Yeah, one day.
All right. I'll go with her.
Yes, Chief.
Now then, lettuces. If I remember right, they're a sort of green colour.
A lot of people have said the domestic training course is a joy to be on.
It has its moments, miss.
A friendly atmosphere.
Oh, yeah. With a bunch of nutters.
No.
They are. They're in here for bashing their kids, some of them.
You neglected yours.
But I never bashed him. It's all right, miss. I know what the game is.
Game?
Sewing and cooking to soften you up. Then all this group stuff to dig around inside your skull. And Dr. May's breathing down your neck every 5 minutes to find out how you're ticking over. I won't cooperate. Not with head shrinking.
No?
No. I never bashed my kid. I don't like him, so I ignore him.
Why?
It don't matter why. It's just that I've got this so-called training course tumbled. It's treatment, right?
Not the way you mean.
Oh, yes, it is. Because half them silly cows in there, they play at pretending to be mums, but they're disturbed.
Not all of them.
And I'm not. I'm in one piece. They'll be waiting for these lettuces, miss.
Go on, then.
Bloody rabbit food.
Are you starting a group now?
Yes, Doctor.
Well, perhaps I'll look in later if I may.
Yes, of course.
All right. Morning, Mary.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
It's high time that the domestic training unit had a room of its own for group counselling.
Yes, I know.
They've got to traipse through here every time they want to get to a suitable association room. By the time they've done that and organised the chairs...
They've gone cold.
Right. They need a room adjoining the unit. Something light and airy.
Well, we haven't the space.
Then move the unit.
Peter, you know as well as I do there can't be done. Not for a few years at least.
Yes.
Hello, Doctor.
Hi, Joan.
I'm still getting all the bum jobs.
Well, you shouldn't worry. You're leaving us in a fortnight, is it?
10 days, madam. I'd still like to have done the domestic course. I kept on applying.
You weren't suitable.
Come on,
well,
Dan.
neither are some
Dan.
of them.
Let's get a move on.
I mean, what about
take
that
all day.
Mary Phillips? I mean, I
on,
love
Dan.
children. And I'll make sure I have one next time I'm nicked.
There's dedication for you.
trust her to be last.
Thanks.
It's all right.
Baby go off all right?
Yeah.
That's good.
He's beginning to know this place.
Know it?
Yeah.
You mean he's becoming aware of it?
That's it, yeah.
He's only 6 weeks old. He's hardly likely to be aware of the place.
Well, I know he is. I can see it in his eyes.
You imagine you can see it.
No, I can see it. And you know what that means? They'll send him out of here. Send him away from me.
They won't do that till he's 9 months old.
I don't know.
And you'll have finished your sentence long before then. You'll be going out together.
I hope so. It's just his eyes, see? And the way he looks.
He'll be all right, love. I'll tell that just by looking at him. He'll be all right.
Tell that to yours, did you?
Hey?
When you hit 'em.
Now, look.
Busted their little faces wide open.
What do you care?
You'll be all right, love. Say that to 'em, did you?
As in the past.
Is it?
Yeah, and she's doing time for it. That's why she's here.
Fantastic.
Does she have to stand for that?
Perhaps Mary has something else to add.
About her?
No, about yourself.
Nothing to add.
Perhaps about your own child.
I said nothing to add.
It's all hitting, isn't it? It's all hitting and hurting. It's all pain.
What is?
Oh, everything.
There, love.
Leave her. Joan Dunn.
Yes, madam, what about her?
She leaves us in 10 days.
Yes, that's right.
What's she going out to?
She has a disabled mother. She'll be living with her, looking after her.
And employment?
She had a part-time cleaning job before she was convicted. They're taking her back.
Oh, that's good of them.
Well, Dunn's not really a criminal, madam. She's a great one for 5-day wonders. Pension book fraud was one of them. She'd just about grown tired of that when she was caught. Since she's been in here, she's joined or tried to join almost every class, every form of vocation.
And grown tired of them all.
In turn.
So one day she might quite easily grow tired of playing nursemaid to her mother.
Possibly. Well, she's full of enthusiasm now, but I've seen it all before. It could pass.
Then what? An odd cellmate for Mary Phillips.
We've had no trouble, madam.
One with too much enthusiasm, the other with not enough. What on earth do they find to talk about?
Would hardly be children.
No.
Someone from the National Assistance Board is coming here next week to give us a talk.
On what? Out of thieve? I mean, they could. They're better at thieving than some of us.
Where are they going to give us this talk, then?
In the unit.
They'll come here. Sit down here with us in the group.
Yeah, give us a chance to ask them a few things.
Mean bastards.
They're all right, just doing a job.
Trust you to disagree.
Helped you in the past, then? Have they, Mary?
Nope.
She's just trying to be difficult.
I'm not. I'm voicing an opinion.
What opinion?
That's it, gal. You tell her.
Eh? What opinion?
Go back to sleep.
No, you upset me, you do.
Do I?
Yeah, you bloody do.
Well, that's what this group lark's all about, isn't it? Needle people, get 'em going.
You're also supposed to contribute something.
Contribute.
Give something to the group.
Why? You don't give me anything.
What do you want?
Nothing. I'm all right.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hello, Doctor.
Charlotte?
Come to join in the fun, have you?
Oh. Is it fun?
Oh, yeah. Every day it's fun.
Is it fun for you, Sandra?
No, never is. Not coming in here. Not talking.
Why?
Oh, I don't know why.
Well, what about at the unit?
I like it there, cooking and that.
But not here.
No.
Because this is where the truth is.
Truth?
Yes, it may be hidden, but it's here.
Oh, I don't know nothing about no truth. I just get upset here, sitting and thinking and that. upsets me.
It's a kind of therapy. Sometimes things have to get worse before they can get better.
Do they?
Sometimes.
What's this truth thing then, Doctor?
You tell me.
Oh, no. I'm not falling for that game.
What game?
Psy-bloody-chiatry. But I think it's a good idea to have a fella in the group.
Do you?
Yeah, we should have a few more. Then we could change the name to Grope Counselling.
She's off.
Well, then what's that supposed to do? Annoy me?
It was just a thought.
Why sex? Mary,
Eh?
why sex?
What do you mean, why sex?
Well, it hasn't been mentioned yet today. You're the first to mention it.
So, there's nothing wrong in...
You're always the first to mention it. Always the first one to bring the conversation round to it.
Not me.
Yeah, you.
Well, at least I don't beat kids. I don't break their arms and their legs.
But you've disowned yours.
That's right.
Convinced yourself that he doesn't belong to you. In a way, that's a beating.
He's still in one piece.
How do you know?
The bloody sister's looking after him, isn't she?
Not for long.
What do you mean, not for long?
She's finding it difficult.
Then the local authorities can have him.
You cow.
But he wants you.
What do you mean he wants me?
That child wants you.
Well, he can't bloody have me, can he? Look, he follows me
He's
around...
entitled to...
Well, I don't like him, like I don't like some people.
Apparently you liked him once.
Yeah, well, I don't like him now.
Why?
There doesn't have to be a reason why every time, does there? I just don't like him.
She thinks she's a hard case.
I am, girl. I'm as hard as nails. You can fall for all this love stuff. You're stupid enough. And you can enjoy yourself over there in the Wendy house, making your little cakes and darning your candlewick knickers.
I will.
Because you'll forget it all when your time's up.
I won't forget nothing.
You'll toddle back to your house full of kids.
That's right.
And it won't take you long, will it? Never mind about little cakes. By the time you finish lashing out, your house will be like the casualty ward of a kids' hospital.
Go on!
You see? I'm better off out of it! I'm better off without a lousy kid!
Should we ever get that group room of the future, and should Mary Phillips ever be back with us again, I have another suggestion to make.
What?
That the furniture be bolted to the floor.
Has she been causing trouble again?
Yeah, I don't know whether she gets people going just to cover up her own emotional problems.
You mean switching the action to someone else?
Yes. Or whether she's just naturally vindictive. Whatever it is, she is accurate. Charlotte Collins will probably go out of here and beat her children again. Until they're old enough to hit her back.
I think Phillips is disturbed. Really disturbed.
Yeah, well, that is possible, but then again, she is a trickster.
She should be in the hospital wing.
Then so should every one of the inmates. They're all disturbed in one way or another.
I mean, we're trying to get her to love and accept her child. Maybe he'd be better off in care.
Why?
She might do him harm.
No, I don't think so.
Did you talk about him today?
Yeah, grudgingly.
All right, then. Let's put a stop to it. We'll tell her that the boy will be taken into care.
Bluff her?
She could be bluffing us.
What's up with you?
Nothing.
What's upset you then? Cushy number like you've got no right to get upset.
Mean bastards.
Who?
Trying to get at me.
Who is? Them in that group thing.
I can give as good as I get.
I'm sure you can. Don't you want your bun?
Keep your thieving hands off it.
All right. Just because they've upset you?
They haven't upset me.
Well, perhaps you've upset yourself then. People do sometimes, without knowing it. I wanted to talk to you.
You're talking to me.
Bit of business.
What?
That kid of yours. You don't want him. I'm going out soon.
So?
Let me have him.
You?
Yeah, me.
You're not fit.
I am. I've got a home. Oh, see, it's all talk with you, innit? Oh, when it comes to the crunch, you don't want to know. You need that kid, don't you? I'll buy 'em off you.
How much?
2 ounces of tobacco.
Make it 3.
Done.
How's his appetite?
Same.
Hello, Johnny.
No.
What's that you're looking at, eh? No improvement, then?
What do you expect? No message from Mary?
No.
Not even a letter for him? Or a picture?
No. Picture?
Yeah. A long time ago, she used to do these pictures, well, drawings for him. They sort of told a story, told him what to do. Well, it was the kind of game there before she went funny. Something she invented to keep him quiet, I suppose. Look, I can't keep him any longer. I really can't. He gives me the creeps. My husband used to take him out, try and play football with him. The kid would just stand there like a dummy. My husband gave up trying. Look, he'd be better off with foster parents.
If he won't cooperate with you, he's not likely to cooperate with them, is he?
Oh, I don't know. Look, if only she'd let me speak to her.
But she refuses to see you.
Well, can't you make her see me?
Yes, perhaps that could be arranged.
Well, arrange it then. I'll try and talk some sense into her.
That might not help.
All right then, reason with her. We never have got on.
Why?
Just never have. When she was a kid, she was as ugly as sin. I used to get all the fellas. The ones she did get, I used to nick just for the hell of it. That governor that came last week, perhaps she could arrange some sort of get-together.
I'll talk to her. Oh, thank you. What's this?
Pictures.
It's them ones she used to draw for him. He won't part with them.
Well, they're good, aren't they?
They tell me what to do. That one's to go and play. That one's to go to bed.
I see. They're instructions, like a puzzle.
I always guess it.
Good. Bothering to draw these pictures. She must have shown some interest in John here.
Oh, easy to draw, isn't it? Bit of paper, pencil.
If I can arrange this visit...
Yeah?
Don't come there looking too glamorous, will you?
Well, why not? If I've got the looks, mate...
Please.
All right, if it'll do some good.
Good evening. You're working late, Charlotte.
Yes, miss. Me and Adelaide, we do it in turns, miss. We've been given permission.
Good.
Anyway, it's good training for when I go home. I always like to keep a good house.
Have you had any more trouble with Phillips lately?
Not for the last few days, no. For some strange reason, she's gone very quiet.
See, we got 3 bedrooms in our house. One for me old mum and one for me. And the boy can have the 3rd one. It's a fair-sized room. I'll do it all out. Oh, we'll be all right, love. He'll be all right with me. Well, you might show a bit of interest. It's the day after tomorrow, you know.
I know.
A meeting?
Yes.
Between her and her sister?
That's right.
But she refuses to see her.
I think we should make her.
Make her?
Yes.
Well, I think if there's any problem at all, it's something to do with the sister.
What makes you think that?
I just feel it.
Yes, could be.
And do you think that this meeting should take place in the visiting room?
No, in a different room somewhere. And I'd like the three of us to be there.
Well, we could use this office.
Fine.
No, I don't know, perhaps a room without a desk.
I don't always have to be seated at it.
No, it's just that... Well, a desk in a room, it's kind of authoritative. Mary might just clam up on you, you know, throw out a few of her sharp remarks and little else.
I'd still like to try it. I'm worried about that child.
See, we got a playground near where we live and a bit of a park.
Great.
Nice looking little fella, is he?
He's all right.
Honey, how do I get him?
Get him.
Well, I can't just walk up and ask for him, can I?
Wait for him.
Where?
Outside the flats.
He won't know me.
I'll give you something to show him. He'll understand. He'll go with you.
You mean like a letter?
No, a picture.
A picture? Oh, listen. 3 ounces of burn, I expect some sort of deal.
Look, you want him, don't you?
Yeah, of course. Of course I do.
Right, then. I'll give you a picture.
By the way, what's his name?
John.
All finished?
Yeah, for today.
I must be in the wrong job.
You chose it.
From time to time, a couple of mornings a week when I can get the time, I go to Walhurst. Do you know it?
Yes, I've heard of it.
Well, it's a psychiatric clinic. It's rather progressive in its way. Well, I sit in on the group work there as a therapist, not as a consultant. Now, in that place, the day patients and the inpatients are all mixed together. There's no segregation, no special favours, so that a day patient suffering from depression, say a bank manager, can find himself sitting next to someone who's suffering from murder thoughts. He might be undergoing ECT, having electricity pumped into his skull. It can be a frightening place.
Sounds it.
It's a hard place, but it has a policy.
What is it?
They rarely show kindness, if at all. If a patient has got a problem, a neurosis, a fear, he's got to find the answer himself.
Seems a bit unfair.
Why?
Some people may not be capable of
Oh,
it.
we're all capable of it. No, it can hurt. It can make you feel suicidal at times, but it works. They've proved it.
The hard way.
Hard for the patient, yes.
Why tell me this?
I just felt like talking, that's all. From time to time, social workers visit Walhurst.
Yes.
They sit in on the group work. 9 out of 10 of them can't keep up. They prove useless.
Why?
They try too hard. They get in the way.
You mean they show kindness?
Glimpses of it. In a place like that, it can be fatal.
All right, get to the point.
There are some of us who are naturally independent. You could say that Mary Phillips was like that. You could also say that there are certain children who are natural orphans.
Oh,
now, I said you could say it. And you could also say that John Phillips is the cause of the trouble, not the victim of it, that the mother and the child are better off apart, that being alone is natural for them.
You haven't seen the child.
No?
I wouldn't agree with you even if you had.
I know that.
Because I'm like your 9 out of 10 social workers.
Yes.
Thanks.
Well, let's say that you're too involved.
I don't like that either.
You spend too much time going to them. Now, I know that's the system and it can't be helped, but if they could come to you under their own steam...
I'm sorry. But a community of people doesn't sit in a circle in some hospital run by a lot of whiz-kid doctors. It doesn't fit. Waiting for help or to help itself. I have to go to them. Look, come with me tomorrow. See the child.
To give him a medical?
No. Just to look at him.
No. I leave that sort of thing to others.
The ones who try too hard. See you in the morning.
Right. Draw it now.
What?
Draw the pictures now.
Tonight?
You might forget tonight, and I'll go out tomorrow. Draw it now.
I'll draw it later. You'll get it before tonight.
You'll understand the pictures.
Just tell him he's to go with you and show it to him. He'll understand.
Buy an house, Victoria Road, Islington.
That's right. Number 14.
It's easy.
Yeah, easy.
Well then. Morning, miss.
Morning.
It's my last day today.
Lucky you.
She's taking her time, as usual.
Is she now?
Gonna chase her up again, are you? If I'd had her luck. Domestic training, bit of attention, I'd have been as good as gold.
I'm sure you would.
Anyway, miss, you won't be seeing me again in here, not after tomorrow. No, not in any other nick neither. I'm going straight. I've got responsibilities.
What are they?
Sorry, I can't say. All go, innit? Being a mother.
Don't assemble for work this morning.
Why?
The governor wants to see you. You're to wait in your cell until
Well, I
you're
don't
called.
want to see her.
Just wait in your cell.
What am I supposed to have done this time, miss?
Nothing, so far as I know.
Your face is too hard.
What?
I suppose it's working in here that does it. It's a good face, see, good shape. Sometimes when I used to go thieving, I used to nick a lot of rubbish. Beauty aids and that, all sorts of things. Pockets full. I used to go straight home and try the lot. Nothing worked. It's the shape of my face, see, you can't do a lot with it.
They'll send for you.
Move on. Mary's not with us.
I know.
Oh, don't tell me we're going to have a peaceful morning.
It looks like it.
Oh.
Well, never thought I'd live to see that.
What?
You crying.
I'm not crying. Look, dry eyes.
Doesn't mean a thing.
There's nothing wrong with me, miss.
No. What's this? Something for your child?
What child?
Your child, remember. The one you gave birth to.
Birth?
You've drawn a child's picture.
I know. It's for Joan Dunn. It's not a picture. It's a letter of authorisation.
What?
I've made a deal. I've sold her my kid.
Joan Dunn?
Yes, madam.
Of all people.
May I? Thank you. I've seen some other drawings like this.
Have you?
John's kept them all. He won't part with one of them.
Then he would have had another one, wouldn't he? Could have added it to his collection.
Oh, come on now, Mary. You know this would never have worked as well as I do.
Yeah.
Then why do it?
Bit of a laugh.
On yourself or on Joan Dunn?
Hey?
I think you're always having a laugh at your own expense.
Not me, madam.
Perhaps you don't realise it. Have a word to Dunn, will you please, Chief?
Right, madam.
You can tell her she can have her 3 ounces of burned back, miss.
Is that what you pretended to sell him for?
Yeah. Is that it then, madam? Can I go now?
No, sit down, Mary.
Hey?
Sit down.
It's like the bloody group, this is.
That's right.
So, what's on?
Just to talk.
What, us lot?
Someone else will be coming.
I mean, what have we got to talk about?
You. Your problem.
I haven't got a problem. And I'm sick to death of sitting in a circle facing people. I mean, who wants to look at an ugly-looking bitch like me?
Another laugh at your own expense?
Hey? Anyway, they'll be missing me in domestic science.
Oh, morning. Not late, am I?
No, you're not late.
Anyway, I'm supposed to bake a cake today, and knowing that thieving lot... I'm not talking to her!
Hello, Mary.
I'm not bloody talking to her!
This is Dr. May.
This is a filthy, rotten
Sit
trick,
down, Mary.
conning me into coming in...
Sit down. Now, you've always refused to see any one member of your family.
So?
So that's your business, but the child is our concern. He matters. Perhaps you don't.
No, I don't matter.
So we've asked your sister to come here to talk things out. She says that she can't keep the child any longer. She says he needs you.
Nobody needs me.
Oh, stop feeling sorry for yourself.
I'm not feeling sorry for myself, it's a fact. Must have spent a few bob.
What?
Doing yourself up to come here.
Well, I only tried
And
to...
you're good at that, aren't you? Always have been. I mean, I must look choice. I bet you love that.
Now, about the child.
Put him in a home.
You don't really want that.
Yeah.
I don't think you do.
Look, he don't matter to me. Nothing matters to me.
I think it does.
No! Because there's nothing good.
What do you mean, nothing good?
Just isn't.
Nothing good where?
Anywhere.
Explain yourself.
I don't have to explain myself.
Perhaps you can't. Perhaps it's another of your jokes.
It's no joke, mate. Life's no bloody joke, is it? Look, get her out of here! She upsets me! Look. I used to read in the papers about all the things that happen in this rotten, bloody world. Kids being hurt, kids being killed, run over. You can't watch them all the time. So many things. I can't cope. Never could. I tried for a while. He used to come to me for help, for advice, a bit of comfort.
Your son.
Yeah. I couldn't help him. Last person. Couldn't even help myself. I started to burn the papers before I'd even read them. I used to feel that kid. Soft. Easily hurt. protect him. Not from anything. Not me. The last person.
So you gave up? You went on strike, right?
I suppose so.
But me and Tom don't give up, do we?
Good old Tom.
What, we don't? I mean, we're stuck with that kid. Listen to her, well, she sounds half daft. So what do we do now?
Ask Tom.
Eh?
Ask good old Tom.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
You listen, my Tom's as good as they come.
Yeah.
He doesn't exactly like having a sister-in-law that's in the nick. Oh, I knew it wouldn't be any good.
I don't know.
Well, it isn't. I mean, it's no good. Look, I'd rather leave if you don't mind.
All right. Perhaps it's best.
See you then, Mary.
I'll come and talk to you and your husband later this afternoon.
Right.
Does Tom ever take that kid out?
Tom?
Yeah.
He's tried.
We'll tell him to keep trying.
Why Tom?
Just a thought.
You obviously had no intention of telling her, so why not tell us?
Tell you what?
The truth.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, I've guessed it.
All right. So, you've guessed it.
Tom is the father of your child, right?
Does he know?
He's not very bright.
I said, does he know?
I doubt it. My famous one-night stand. He came to me one night when she was laid up having her own kid. Said he'd made the wrong choice with her. Said she didn't understand him. There was me, a 21-year-old virgin, thinking I was getting one over on her at last. In the morning, he didn't want to know. Never has since. Cows like her, they always win. Take the lot. What do I get left with?
You really want that child, don't you?
I'm in no fit state to look after him.
You will be.
I suggest a course of treatment.
Treatment?
In the hospital wing.
You mean I'm a screwball?
No.
That's a relief.
You can go back over to the domestic science unit later on today and clear up your things.
Right. That's it then, is it?
For now.
Right.
Would you like John to visit you?
Visit me?
He can be fetched.
Yeah. I might as well see the little sod.
All yours now, then.
Seems like it.
Happy?
Yes. Well, she did bring her problem to us at last.
What about Joan Dunn?
Huh?
She must have brought her problems to us every day. Can she join this? Can she join that? A regular nuisance. And we never once had to go to her.
Oh,
But tomorrow she's released. The day after, she could steal a baby from outside a supermarket. So much for trying too hard.
Well, fans, I'm back. Oh, no. But not for long, I'm glad to say. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children.
Now,
she
don't
didn't know...
you stop.
Watch it.
Get out, will you?
Up, the lot of you.